So, let's talk about chia seeds. You hear they're a superfood, right? Packed with all the good stuff. But what if I told you that for anyone over 60, the way you're probably eating them could be quietly causing some serious harm? Yeah, there's a hidden danger packed into that tiny little seed that we really need to talk about.
It's a crazy thought, isn't it? How can something so good for you actually be bad? Well, here's the secret. The problem isn't the chia seed itself, not at all. It's 5 very common, very subtle mistakes that can turn this little powerhouse into a real problem for your health.
So here's our game plan. We're going to uncover why these seeds can be tricky, dive into the biggest digestion and prep mistakes, bust a huge myth about omega-3s, and then, most importantly, I'll show you how to get it right so you can unlock all those amazing benefits.
Here's the deal. Our bodies at 65 just aren't the same as they were at 25. It's a fact of life. Our digestion is a little more sensitive, our metabolism has changed gears, and we need to think about hydration differently. So something that a younger person's body could handle no problem, well, for us, it can put our system under some real stress.
All right, let's jump right into the 2 mistakes that can cause the most immediate trouble. I'm talking about the ones that can mess with your gut in a big way and can land you in some serious discomfort or, even worse, a trip to the ER.
Okay, mistake number 1, I call this one the fiber bomb. We all know fiber is fantastic, we need it, but dumping too much on your system all at once, for a mature gut, that's not just a bad idea, it can be a total disaster.
Get this, just 2 tablespoons of chia seeds pack 10 grams of fiber. That's a huge amount to hit your system with at one time. If your body isn't ready for it, it can unleash what I call a digestive storm. You know what I'm talking about. That awful bloating, the gas, the painful cramps. It's just not worth it.
And look, this isn't just theory. This is a true story about Helen, a 68-year-old woman. She ended up in the emergency room, doubled over in pain, because the seeds swelled up inside her without enough water and created a literal blockage. It's a scary thought, but it's such an important warning for all of us.
Okay, but here is the good news. The fix is actually really simple. You don't have to quit chia seeds. You just have to be smart about it. Start with just 1 teaspoon, not a heaping tablespoon. And always, always drink a full glass of water with it. Mix it in with other foods and just pay attention to how you feel. It's that easy.
Now for the next mistake, and guys, this one is a non-negotiable safety rule. You can't ever eat chia seeds dry. See, these little seeds are like tiny, powerful sponges. They can soak up 10 to 12 times their own weight in liquid.
Just look at the difference here. When you eat them dry, all that soaking and expanding happens inside you. It's a serious choking hazard, and it can literally suck water out of your gut, leaving you dehydrated and bloated. But when they're soaked, they become hydrating, easy to digest, and you actually get all the nutrients. It's night and day.
And if you think I'm being dramatic, listen to this. There's a documented medical case of a 39-year-old man who landed in the ER because he swallowed dry chia with some water. They expanded right there in his throat and created a complete blockage. This shows you just how critical it is to prepare them right.
So how do we avoid that nightmare? Simple. You just always have to soak them. Remember the golden ratio. 1 part chia to 10 parts liquid. Give them at least 20 minutes to soak it all up. Honestly, overnight is even better. That one little step gets rid of all the risk. Okay, we've nailed down the big digestion issues. But let's look at a couple of other sneaky mistakes in how we prep them, and even how we buy them, that can cancel out all the good stuff before you even take a bite. I'm sure you've seen this online, right? People dropping chia seeds right into their lemon water or apple cider vinegar. It looks super healthy, but it's actually a big no-no. It all comes down to something called mucilage. That's the magical, soothing gel that forms around the seed when it gets wet. It's amazing for your gut, but when you put the seeds directly into acid, it messes up that whole process. The gel doesn't form right, and you can end up with clumps, an irritated stomach, and you don't even absorb the nutrients properly.
So the fix is a simple little rule. Hydrate first, acid second. Let those seeds get nice and plump and form that perfect gel in plain water. Then you can stir that finished gel into your lemon water. Problem solved. You get all the benefits of both.
All right, let's talk about a mistake that starts in the grocery aisle. It's so easy to just grab any bag of chia seeds, thinking they're all the same. But the truth is, a low-quality bag can be hiding some really nasty stuff. You're not going to believe this. A recent study found that nearly 1 out of every 5 chia seed brands failed safety checks. We're talking traces of salmonella, pesticides, even heavy metals. Yikes! On top of that, cheap seeds can go rancid, meaning their oils have gone bad, and that can actually increase inflammation in your body.
So we just have to be smart shoppers. Try to go organic to avoid those pesticides. Look for brands that say they're third-party tested. Always buy the whole seeds, not the powder, because they stay fresh way longer. And just use your nose. If they smell off or fishy, get rid of them. Your health is worth it.
All right, we're at our last mistake, and honestly, this one might be the biggest surprise of them all. So many of us eat chia for the omega-3s, right? But what if I told you we're relying on a myth that could be leaving our brain and heart health at risk?
Okay, so here's the quick science. Chia seeds have an omega-3 called ALA, but the types our brain and heart really need are called EPA and DHA. Our bodies are supposed to take the ALA and convert it into the good stuff. And that's where the problem is.
Because here's the kicker. Our bodies are just plain terrible at this conversion job. Look at these numbers. About 90% of the omega-3s from chia seeds never get converted at all. You might be getting less than 5% of the brain-boosting DHA you think you are. It's shocking, really.
So does that mean we should just ditch chia seeds? No, absolutely not. The solution is a team approach. Keep eating chia, it's still an amazing source of fiber and that base ALA, but you have to add a teammate that gives you EPA and DHA directly, like some salmon or sardines or even a good algae oil supplement.
Whew. Okay, we have made it through all the dangers and all the mistakes. But now that you know how to avoid those traps, let's flip this around and talk about the incredible reward. This is what happens when you do chia seeds the right way.
When you get it right, this little seed is a true superfood. We're talking smooth digestion and a happy gut. We're talking stable blood sugar for energy that lasts all day. It helps you control your appetite, it fights inflammation, and it even has more calcium than milk for strong bones. It is literally a whole-body wellness package.
So, it all comes down to this simple question. Now you have the knowledge. The power is completely in your hands. You can stick with the old habits that might be causing these hidden issues, or you can make these easy, smart changes and start using chia seeds the right way. The choice is yours. What's it going to be?